Hola amigos conquistadores constitucionales. Cuando grabé la primera vez este vídeo no tenía audio, así que estoy intentando hacer un voiceover para recuperar lo que hice. No recuerdo mal, esto es justo inmediatamente después de habernos peleado con Sally y haber tenido el accidente este con la baliza y habernos despertado habiendo tenido un sueño en la que suponemos que da la impresión de que unos seres sintéticos van a intentar destruir la humanidad, los Geth probablemente. Aquí soy yo explorando la nave. Ese botiquín siempre está para que pueda rellenar todo el medio que gastas porque no se rellena automáticamente. Ya que tenemos a nuestros compañeros para hablar con ellos. Esta es la nave es la Normadia. Hola.
Commander, I'm glad to see you're okay. Losing Jenkins was hard on the crew, and I'm glad we didn't lose you too.
Bueno, Jenkins tampoco es que fuese estuviésemos tan cerca ni nada.
Yeah, you never get used to seeing dead civilians. It doesn't seem right somehow. But at least you stopped Saren from wiping out the whole colony.
Solo nos ganó y se llevó la baliza, que es lo que quería.
We stick together, and I'm just sorry that we lost Jenkins.
Joder, lo que recuerdas a Jenkins. Para ser un inútil que quería aventura y murió en 5 segundos.
I was there. You did everything right. It was just bad luck. It's been a hell of a shakedown cruise. Our first mission ends with one Spectre.
No ha sido mal, lo mató el guión.
Citadel Council's not going to be happy about that. Probably use it to lever more concessions out of the Alliance.
Alguien que sabe política.
You've got a good grasp of the situation. You a career man?
Yeah, a lot of biotics are. We're not restricted, but we sure don't go undocumented. May as well get a paycheck for it. Besides, my father served. I made him proud when I enlisted. Eventually. But is that why you're here? Because of your family?
Hombre, nuestra backstory dice que nuestra familia fue toda militar y nos criamos en una nave del espacio. Entonces sí, puede que fuese por la familia.
Oh, that's right, the Blitz. I imagine that bought you any post in the fleet. Word is we're heading for the Citadel, ma'am. Can you, tell me why?
Para contarle de mi sueño.
The captain hopes the ambassador can get an audience with the council. Tell them what Saren's been up to.
Makes sense. They'd probably like to know he's not working for them anymore. Whatever happens, we'll be ready, Commander.
Gracias, Kaidan. Así que en este capítulo era todo hablar con los personajes contados en la vida y qué sabemos de ellos. Ya hemos hablado con Kaidan y con la doctora Chakwas.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
¿L2?
What does that have to do with it?
Cuéntame, hazme
Well, most
exposición.
biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Kaidan's lucky. He just gets migraines.
Los implantes les ayudan a controlar sus poderes bióticos, porque técnicamente el poder biótico se debe a que tienen elemento cero en la
What do
sangre.
you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
Joder,
I
qué cotillas
enlisted
somos.
right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic
Había
as
leído
I'd
demasiada
imagined.
novela romántica.
But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse. And the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever
Oh.
think you made the wrong choice?
Cumpliendo un deber.
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
Oh, qué monada.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Goodbye. Y ahora estoy diciendo qué personaje voy a hablar.
I'm glad
Y en
you're
esta
okay,
planta está
Commander.
Ashley.
The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Si tú ni siquiera conocías a
valuable part
Jenkins.
of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
Probablemente
You're
porque
a
solo
good
se pueden
soldier,
tener dos
Williams.
compañeros en
You
el
belong
equipo.
on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. That means a lot from you. I've never met anyone who was awarded the Star of Terra.
Gracias por la exposición, ahora sabemos algo más de mí. Seguramente me la dieron por
Things were pretty rough down
mi
there.
victoria en el confín
Are you
esquiliano.
okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out. And you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't have shown up.
Seguramente.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
Eres más útil que Jenkins,
I
por
think
lo
you're
menos.
gonna
No has
fit in
muerto en la
here
primera
just
misión.
fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
Y 2 puntos de virtud para nosotros. Más cotillo por la nave. Esos son los compartimentos del capitán. En este momento, Anderson.
Go speak to Joker when you're ready. Tell him to bring the Normandy into dock.
Qué musiquita. Esas cabinas son para las camas, porque no hay dormitorios en la nave. Se duerme en plan, en cama, siguiendo el método de cama caliente. Se duerme por turnos y se duerme en las cabinitas esas, que además pueden servir también como si fueran cápsulas de escape en caso de ataque. Al segundo piso, las bodegas, que es la planta baja. ¿Tengo varias gente para hablar? O el oficial de suministro,
Hey, Commander.
que nos da un poco de
Looking for some
exposición.
extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well,
Porque el material
as
estándar de
long
la
as you
alianza es
don't
lo
mind
peor que hay.
paying for it.
¿Por qué vamos a
Why should I
pagar?
pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Preguntemos por las licencias.
Licenses.
¿Dónde
Why do you
exposición?
need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands.
Básicamente,
Many
para
of
que
the
esa tienda
best
tenga
licenses are hard to
armas de
get,
otras
but they're well worth
compañías,
the
tienes que
cost if you
comprar
can find them.
licencias de esas compañías.
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased, but I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
Básicamente quiere decir que
Let's see
solo
what you
cuando
got.
vayamos a planeta, en plena ciudadela o así, cambiará de materiales. Y eso tenemos materiales que están, esos están desbloqueados, que son los del equipo de espectro, están desbloqueados porque ya he jugado el juego alguna vez y se desbloquean. Si no, tienes que pasarte, llegar a más nivel para que empieces a poder comprarlos. Como podéis ver, el precio es bastante más de lo que tenemos en este momento del juego, pero la calidad se nota muchísimo. Llegan hasta el nivel, las armas están numeradas del 1 al 10, siendo el 10 el nivel más potente. Obviamente aquí solo tenemos hasta el 7 por ahora, porque el nivel está bloqueado. Aquí estamos mirando qué vamos a comprar. Creo que compramos la mejora de Medillel, que nos la podemos permitir y nos almacenar más Medillel, sí. No sé si compramos la de Granada. Sí, también la compramos. ¿Venderíamos algo? No, al final no vendimos nada. El Mako, un vehículo de conducción terrestre, y conseguimos códice y experiencia. Con esas pequeñas cabinas les cambias, bueno, taqueas les cambias el equipo, los personajes, incluso fuera de combate, perdón. Así no tienes, puedes cambiárselo a todos sin que estén seleccionados en el equipo para poder viajar. Y son el núcleo de elemento cero, que es el motor de la nave, que le permite volar a más allá de la velocidad de la luz. La explicación de cómo lo hacen es bastante chula y bastante detallada.
Shame about Jenkins, Commander.
Hostia, ahora todo el mundo echa de menos a Jenkins. Cuando estaba vivo todo el mundo lo consideraba un pesado. Ya hemos visto la parte de abajo. Vamos al piso de arriba. Lo mejor de la Normandía es que subir entre pisos requiere muy poca carga. Entonces no se tarda nada en coger el ascensor. Los soldados saludan al cuando pasas. Ay, ay, Commander. Y un transmisor de más velocidad que la luz. Por eso MRL, más rápido que la luz. Estamos haciéndolo para conseguir códice. Ah, y el manual de las naves. Ahí te cuenta cómo se clasifican las naves terrestres. Y vamos a hablar con Presley. Hostia, no nos permiten olvidarnos de que Jenkins estaba aquí y murió. Porque se lanzó de cabeza contra unos drones de protección. Hola, Joker. Cogemos un relé de masa. Y podemos ver la ciudadela al fondo, con sus 5 brazos que se cierran.
Look at the size of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower too.
Referencia al sexo.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side, then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
Y sujetar a la nave con electroimanes para que no se mueva.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a tour.
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Chun, 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 chun.
Captain
Pues vaya con el
Anderson,
consejo.
I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Vaya.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down,
He ha robado
Commander.
material proteano.
You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not hers.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Ni que lo digas. Udirian no es la persona más amable para hablar.
Sure is peaceful here.
Sí.
I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
Space Racist. El presidium de la Ciudadela. Y vamos a piratear el ordenador de un político. Eso nunca ha llevado a nada malo. Minijuego de pirateo. La capitana Hendrickson ha informado de lecturas insonores de energía durante su patrulla por el cúmulo de Argus Ro. Está especialmente preocupado por el sistema Hydra, pero tuvo que volver antes de que su equipo pudiera investigar más a fondo. No hay más patrullas programadas, por eso pretendemos mandar un grupo de reconocimiento. Y lo que hacemos es conseguir, después de esto, una misión en el cúmulo Argus Ro para investigar qué ha podido pasar. No son misiones, son tareas, porque son secundarias. Depende de la misión de... que es la misión principal que mueve la historia. Otros para conseguir XP. O subir de puntuación. No recuerdo que a que le puse, seguramente le pondría algo a encanto para conseguir más. Quería activar éxtasis y singularidad. Porque quería conseguir el logro de éxtasis y de singularidad. Ya quedaban 2 puntos. Debatiéndome. Activé pistolas. Le puse el sabotaje. Le daría barrera, supongo que no, para activar la barrera. Claro, le puse la barrera. Y Ashley Williams, que es todo para combate, supongo que se pondrían fusiles de asalto. Le puse entrenamiento de asalto y forma física. Todos los puntos asignados. Y vamos a cotillar que hay por la ciudadela. Creo que aparte de aquí fuimos a la embajada de los Bolus y los Hércules para que nos contasen su historia. Sí.
I understand what you're saying, but these allegations are very serious. I can't just... This is serious. My reputation is at stake. I spoke with the consort in confidence, and her alone, and she betrayed that confidence. All right. I will look into it for you. In the meantime, do not do anything rash.
Dos pueblos hablando entre ellos. Y si os podéis fijar, como están hablando entre ellos y se entienden,
Hello there,
no inician las
human.
conversaciones
Sincere apologies,
explicando el
but
tono.
I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you?
Alarm
This
response.
is all going so wrong. And it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
What did
Cuéntanos
the
qué ha
Asari
pasado.
do to get you so upset?
I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human.
Good day, Volus. Con un problema de confidencias con la consorte Asari. Me encanta el diseño de los Volus. Hablemos con el embajador Volus. El que nos dice. En ese punto creo que está explicando lo que os he contado antes, de que cuando hablan entre ellos, a diferencia de cuando hablan con otras especies, inician la conversación contándonos el tono.
I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
Sí, queremos tener
Tell
exposición.
me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to
Backstory.
share our
Lore.
culture with others.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari first made contact with us. With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups, and we are always welcoming to outsiders. Our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
Básicamente son tradicionalistas. Les gusta mantener las cosas tal y como estaban.
What do you do here?
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the Elcor groups to the attention of the Council.
Ha! They only give us these positions to keep us quiet. The Council doesn't care about our races.
Chastising rebuke. Your tone is inappropriate, Din. This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
Why do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't really care about our ways.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that, and if you do, I am very sorry for you.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Sincere farewell. Good day to you, human.
Ya hemos descubierto los bolos,
Enjoy your
descubramos a
time
los
on the
Elcor.
Citadel.
Earth Clan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
The large office. Me encanta como enfatiza lo de la embajada que es más grande.
At least introduce yourself.
I am Din Korlak, Volus ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, Earth Clan?
What is this place?
You are in the embassy for the Volus and the Elcor.
Your ambassador is next door, in his own office.
In this shared space, I aid my fellow Volus when I'm not being interrupted.
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, Earth Clan.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
My
Qué diferentes
people
entre
came
los dos
to the
embajadores.
Citadel shortly after the Asari Solarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing a standardized galactic economy. However, despite our long association with the Citadel and our many contributions to galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the Council.
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status. Larger tribes often engulf smaller ones and eventually split again. Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing. Since we're not physically adept, we trade our services for protection.
Son completamente opuestos ambos especies.
What is it you do
Una que
here?
es como muy conservador y que siempre se mantiene, otra que no para de cambiar.
No easy task considering how often we are overlooked by the Council.
Chastising rebuke, Den. The Council favors your species greatly.
You are naive. The Earth Clan will be invited to the Council long before our species will.
Why aren't the Elcor or Volus part of the Council?
All species must prove themselves before they join the Council. All but the Earth Clans, it would seem.
Dismissive. Ignore the Volus ambassador, human. He is incorrect in his assessment.
Really? How long have we been waiting? How long do you think we'll continue to wait? Bah, this talk is wasted on the humans.
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din. Your species has always been granted many concessions. Volus territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
Details. We still have no real say in the decisions that affect Citadel space.
Es porque no son parte del
Goodbye,
consejo.
Ambassador.
Solo son embajadores.
Yes, yes.
Bueno, ahora
Good
que hemos
day,
conseguido
Earth
tanto
Clan.
dolores, creo que aquí fue donde corté el vídeo. Después de
They
ver
built
el Keeper.
themselves quite the lake. Wonder if anyone ever drowned in it.
Joder, qué pensamiento más negro. Bueno, yo creo que ya tenemos todo el vídeo cogido. Hasta aquí está todo pescado vendido. Chao, chao.